What would cause him to run like that? What would cause him to run like that?
Ladders are a socially acceptable way to reach a rooftop. Climbing on buildings, however, is not.
Then come see me! My merchandise is without fear!
You, sir, you look like you need something. You'll find it here, I'm sure of it.
What you need, I'm sure of it! Take a look! See if I'm right!
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Like what you see?
He's got...
Something caught your eye.
Yes, come.
You want it?
Must be running.
Want the bargain?
Your presence is going items anywhere.
Do anything.
Anywhere. You will some of my way.
Shaitan is everywhere! Watching, waiting! He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salahadin! And take up arms against our enemies!
Out of his
In
mind!
whatever way you can!
What is that fool doing?
What's got into him?
What's wrong with him?
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubayr.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the Master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
going to
When will
cause
he stop
trouble.
acting like a
Thousands
fool?
of lives are lost in its
There's
defense.
something. I'm poor
Seems
and
a
sick and
tragedy.
hungry.
That
But
should
I
be going
say,
on.
this is an honor. You could have killed me. Service to God. Just an old fighting for what
You
we
must not
believe in.
trespass here.
There is no greater glory than this. I stand before
Leave, peasant,
you to
before I
deliver
make
a
you.
warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. Him. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels.
I beg of
They
you.
go against
I
the
beg
will
of you
God.
just a few coins, please.
When will he stop acting like a fool?
Everywhere they ride,
Away with the bill.
only suffering in their wake.
Take that. I beg of you.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look on your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemair and get that letter.
Turn back now.
You live a lie, surrounded by false knowledge.
Let go of me. I'm not a
Locked away, they might still discover. But once burned, these texts can no longer.
You have no business here.
أيها
Please. Help me.
اللص
Here. Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
خطير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God. And
You
must
have no
be made
business
to
here.
pay.
Leave.
Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? Praise be God! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their
Something
wake.
caught your eye?
Saladin rides to meet him. And these barbarous Jews fight the Amen.
أيها
Stop!
كفر! أنت تتبع طريق الضلال!
Who did this?
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere!
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
What happened?
Leave this place. Away with you.
Just a few coins,
Comes the English king and his infidel army. Make no mistake, it is our once we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all white. We must resist. We must push back. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. Crusaders must be destroyed.
You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that in a customer.
So comes the English king and his infidel army. They lead horror.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa. Fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Richard, take Jaffa. There will be no stopping him. We will march on Jerusalem then. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. It is our duty to defend it. Crusaders must be destroyed. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong like Saladin. Take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. For them, our victorious king and his warfare infidels. They go against the will of God. Must be made to pay.
My good people,
You, Saladin, you look like he has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake.
Yes, come. Let me show you.
Fires of war.
Where is he going?
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa Al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
Favor with us, that he may grant us victory.
No, please don't leave.
Turn back now.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings. You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
Shouldn't be here. Be gone. Leave this place. Pay for your sin! I will have you! Out of the way! Get him! Get Don't get away from me! Running! No! You cannot escape! You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
What's he running from?
What's got him in such a hurry? Where I take him?
Good people of Damas, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poisoned past. This is a righteous act, and from the flames shall be born a new era, one of truth and unity. Yes, he rises from the as he does from the truth.
Kill him! I'll take you down! Infidel, die! Out of the way! Don't let him get away! After him! Out of the way! Stop him!
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. You confuse, for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Not a lot of time, Vic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself. Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
the Action View to gather information about your surroundings.
Student, we have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The Peace of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then?
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced then to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
Running from someone next time.
Draw and play. Ensure your first attack is also your last.
What is he running from?
Do you think he's being chased?
When you are exposed, tackle people who are in your way to maintain momentum, and utilize your sprint ability when the path is clear.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
So it's true then. Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the knights myself.
Only misfortune follows that man. If he's here, it's because he intends ill. I won't give him the chance to act.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. I do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly you are not the man I once knew.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are still pieces of this puzzle I do not possess.
What do you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange tale.
You have no idea, Malik. But tell me where they've been seen. I should be after him before he slips away.
3 places I can say for certain. West of here, near both a guard tower and a hospital. And to the southwest, at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. See what you can learn. I will do the same.
I'll be quick as I can.
Stay safe, my friend.
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade.
Turn back now.
You gave me quite the fright. Answer!
Why are you doing this to me? We've done nothing wrong.
Leave while you still can. This is a waste of my time. Maybe you haven't noticed, but Jack's already gone.
Another minute and they would have made off with you. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
Come no further.
Stop this, please! You're hurting me!
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Has he lost it?
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
Leave this place.
Stop this, please! You're hurting me!
Leave, peasant, or I make you.
I need help! Please, anyone! Stop me, well, please! You're hurting me!
لا يوجد محرك أيها الرجل العجوز.
Don't hurt me, please!
Nara çekil.
Don't hurt me, please!
أيها المرتد.
Pay for your sin! Infidel!
I only wish my sons were half as brave as you.
Tell me!
I'll see to it that we hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Did you see that?
No, you don't understand. I have
I was very lucky, young man.
I wonder where he's off to.
When will he stop acting like a fool?
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd Udin. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you when you get back.
Please, no, help me! Please, just a few coins, please, someone do something! All I ask is for a few coins. I beg of you. I beg of you.
Take yourself from my sight.
What is it that you want?
Where is the one responsible?
God damn you!
Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin versin. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kaybetmeyin onu!
You have no business here. Leave.
Orada benden bir daha kaçamayacaksın. Hey! Çık ortaya!
Leave now and I'll let you leave.
What's got into him?
Altair, my friend, you must help me. Malik has tasked me with killing several archers posted in the region, so that our brothers might move around more easily. Normally, it wouldn't be a problem, but this funeral has everyone on edge. The city guard has dispatched its best men to keep the peace, and I simply don't have the skill to remove them. I'd ask 2 favors of you then. First, to kill the bowmen, and second, do not tell Malik of my failure. In exchange, I'll see what I can learn of Robert's plans.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
Such a strange man.
Kill him! I'll take it! Who saw what happened here? Yes, to the infidel! You will not get away from me! Now! I will get you! Stop this man! Stop running! You cannot escape! Well, I will find you. Yeah! Come quickly! Don't let him get away! Oh, how terrible.
People of Jerusalem, we stand upon a threshold. Process is to usher in an age of peace between all men. Embrace these Christian soldiers as you would a brother. Welcome them with open arms. In this way, we might forgive the sins of the past and bring about a better tomorrow. For too long, we have drawn lines across the land. Spilled...
اغرب عن وجهي
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kaçman fayda etmez.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a... way to repay this kindness, I swear.
And not in occupation. There is no evil in their heart.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Good to see you, brother. I trust you're here for the funeral. Or for Robert, rather. I've kept my eyes and ears open, but I've nothing to report. Things are quiet here. Perhaps Tariq has seen or heard something you can use. He's stationed not far from here. Go to him. See what knowledge he has.
No, please don't. Just a few coins.
This may not end well.
Obalayın.
Tamam kafaya.
Çekil önümden saklayın.
Ahsantum son.
It's forbidden for you to be here.
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few.
Alabalığın içine karışmayı kimsenin sırasını
Take the map I've given you and see that the guards are placed accordingly. We'll be safe enough during the procession. It's the burial that worries me. Easy for our enemies to hide amongst the crowd.
If you're so concerned, why not post your own men? Search the site yourselves.
Our presence here has caused enough chaos. I can only imagine how the people would react, seeing Crusader soldiers marching across their holy ground.
Then perhaps you should not attend at all.
He was our friend and brother, and we will honor him as he passes from this world. You insult me by suggesting otherwise.
I'll post the men. I don't want trouble either.
Then stop trying to make it, and do as you've been asked.
Tell me.
Please, sir, have any money? My family's sick and dying.
You must be late for something.
Where is he off to?
He should stop acting like a child.
Please, sir, have any money? No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Run back now.
Leave, peasant, before I make you. What is that?
People of Jerusalem, we stand upon a threshold. To cross it is to usher in an age of peace between all men. Embrace these Christian soldiers as you would a brother. Welcome them with open arms. In this way, we might forgive the sins of the past and bring about a better tomorrow.
I beg of you. I beg of you, just
We must be strong, we must be brave, and we must find the courage to face those we once called our enemies and now instead call them friends. The Crusaders come to Jerusalem, bringing with them an opportunity to end the fighting, to stop the war. That we may stand as one, we must not turn them away.
Please, sir, have any money? I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few
Go
coins,
pester
please.
someone else.
How dare you! Kill me! Everyone will kill me!
You speak of peace, but your words are hollow.
No, I speak the truth. Why would you say other?
You're a Templar.
So I am.
Then you are also a liar and a fraud, just like your master. Where is he? What does he intend?
It's peace he seeks, I swear it. And the proof is in his actions. A Christian at a Muslim's funeral. We want an end to all of this.
Only because it serves your needs.
But this is a noble thing we want. The land will be united beneath our banner.
United through force. You'd enslave us all.
It is for the best.
No, it's not. And so long as my brothers and I breathe, you will not succeed.
We must...
Please, can't you spare something? I'm so hungry.
What would make
Just
someone
a
do
little
something?
money, I beg of you.
What's got him in such a hurry? He's going to hurt someone.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and...
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyelim.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. No, please, you don't understand. I have
Just a
nothing.
few coins,
please. Where is he off to? My, what is it?
ماذا هناك؟ مما يتم؟
I should kill you for that.
هل هناك سبب لسلوك الأحمق؟ Could you spare a few coins?
What is that man thinking?
Excellent timing, Altair. I found something you'll find quite useful. Orders for Robert's guards. This map I've made will show you where he intends to station them. Put it to good use.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. understand. I have nothing.
He's going to hurt someone.
Where is he off to?
Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like...
You've the scent of success about you, brother.
I've learned much about our enemy.
Share your knowledge then. Let us see what can be done with it.
Robert and his Templars walk the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd ud-Din. They'll attend his funeral, which means so will I.
What is this that Templars would attend his funeral?
I have yet to divine their true intentions, though I'll have a confession in time. The citizens themselves are divided. Many call for their lives. Still others insist that they are here to parley, to make peace.
Peace?
I told you. The others I've slain have said as much to me.
That would make them our allies. And yet we killed them.
Make no mistake, we are nothing like these men. Though their goal sounds noble, the means by which they'd achieve it are not. At least, that's what Al-Mualim told me.
So what is your plan?
I'll attend the funeral and confront Robert.
The sooner the better. Fortune favor your blade, brother.
Malik, before I go, there's something I should say.
Be out with it.
I've been a fool.
Normally I'd make no argument, but what is this? What are you talking about?
All this time, I never told you I was sorry. Too damn proud. You lost your arm because of me. Lost Qadar. You had every right to be angry.
I do not accept your apology.
I understand.
No, you don't. I do not accept your apology because you are not the same man who went with me into Solomon's temple. And so you have nothing to apologize for.
Malik.
Perhaps if I had not been so envious of you, I would not have been so careless myself. I'm just as much to blame.
Don't say such things.
We are one. As we share the glory of our victories, so too should we share the pain of our defeat. In this way, we grow closer. We grow stronger.
Thank you, brother.
Rest if you need to, Altair, that you might be ready for what lies ahead.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Someone should stop him before he No, you don't understand. I have nothing. What a strange man. My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
What is that about doing here?
Away with the filth!
Leave now!
Odd. Why would you do that?
Stop! You must not trespass here.
سوف أنبهك إذا
Geber Bahadır! Babasına izin vermeyin! Çekilin önümden yoksa ellerim! Kovalayın! Çekil benden! Çabuk! Kovalayın! Arayın! Kaçmasına izin vermeyin! Kovalayın!
Just a few coins, please.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majd-ud-Din. Taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and give thanks for all the good he did. Know that one day you will stand with him again in paradise.
Amen.
As you know, this man was murdered. We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today, for it seems one stands among us. He mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him! Bring him forward that God's justice might be done!
Geber! Bekleyin onu!
Belki farkında değilsin ama aklında kaybettin.
Seni gözün kapalı bile yener. Gel buraya.
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
No sorcery. We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
So he flees.
We cannot deny your success. You have laid waste to our plans. First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land slipped away. But then he saw an opportunity to reclaim what has been stolen, to turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Mualim still holds your treasure, and we've routed your army before. Whatever Robert plans, he'll fail again.
Ah, but it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Speak sense.
Robert rides for Arsa to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the Assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Had, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the Assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You were not my target. I will not take your life. You're free to go, but do not follow me.
I don't need to. You're already too late.
We'll see.
Kime gebersin? Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Geber kafir. Kaçman fayda etmez. Benden bir daha kaçamayacağım. Gel durdurun onu. Kaçmasına izin vermeyin. Gelin durdurun onu. Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyor. Gözünü tutuyor. Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin vermeyin.
Make no mistake. It's our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must move back.
Was a trap.
I had heard the funeral turned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me.
You must go to Al-Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone, what he plans. If I return to Masyaf, he might succeed. And then, I fear we'll be destroyed.
We have killed most of his men. He cannot hope to mount a proper attack. Wait, did you say she?
Yes, it was a woman. Strange, I know. But that's for another time. For now, we must focus on Robert. We may have thinned his ranks, but the man is clever. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you're mistaken. This makes no sense. These two men would never...
Oh, but they would. And we have ourselves to blame. The men I've killed, men on both sides of the conflict. Men important to both leaders. Robert's plan may be ambitious, but it makes sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed. You must return to Masyaf. We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood. I thought you had learned this.
Stop hiding behind words, Malik. You wield the creed and its tenets like some shield. He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. When I'm done with Robert, I will ride for Masyaf that we may have answers. But perhaps you could go now.
I cannot leave the city.
Then walk amongst its people. Seek out those who served the ones I slew. Learn what you can. You call yourself perceptive. Perhaps you'll see something I could not.
I don't know. I must think on this.
Do as you must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Be careful, brother.
I will be. I promise.
It's a tragedy. What I say, this...
Come no further. For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything. Come, come.
Just a few coins, please.
I wonder what these are.
Have you gone mad?
You will not get away from me! What are you doing? Move! I'll get you! Get him!
When you have been exposed, killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
Is he running from someone?
What's got him so bothered?
He's going to hurt someone.
I could have been killed. He seems to be in a hurry.
What a fool.
Where is he going?
Yeah!
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple enemies.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this.
أيها الكافر!
You couldn't have gone far. Get him!
اكتشف مكانه وحدك.
There he is!
Gözünüzü kör saçın geri dönecek.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Pay for your sins!
I see him! I'll take you down!
Gel buraya. Eyyuhal murted! Yes! Kaybetmeyin onu! Kovalayın!
You will not get away from me!
Kime bu önemli istiyor? Gel buraya!
لن يكون على الجري
Geber kafir! Sen uzak dur!
Who's responsible for this?
Such a shame. How did this happen?
Who did this? What happened here? Die! Down, infidel! After him, faster! You cannot run forever! Move! Move! Out of the way!
Geber kafir! Çekil önümden yoksa ederim!
Get him!
Çekil!
Get him!
Çabuk kime bu önemli istiyorsun? Kaybetmeyin onu! Çekil kenara! Çabuk gel buraya! Çekil önümden yoksa ederim! Kaçman fayda etmez! Çekil önümden yoksa ederim!
Seni gözün kapalı bile yeter. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Kafana kafaya.
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtulduk. Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermedik.
It's forbidden for you to be here. You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kaybetmeyin onu! Kaçmasına izin vermeyin!
يا له من أحمق. استلم ذي يقل تمام.
It's becoming just a few coins. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Did he just run into that person?
What got him in such a hurry?
What would make someone lose?
My family's sick and dying.
You won't find
Could you spare
faith
a
in
few
Saladin.
Like what
He
you
has
see?
found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake. It is our very existence
got
we
him
are
so
fighting for.
You, sir. You look like you need something. You'll find it here. I'm sure of it. That man seems to be... You are wise. You'll find
I'm so
everything here,
hungry.
my friend.
Just a little longer.
Now, what would cause him to run?
I'll pay for your sins. Woman! Out of the way! Keep up with him. Don't let him get away.
Where is he going? He looks like he's being chased by someone. I wonder what he's up to. He seems to be in a hurry.
What a fool.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Kill him!
I could have been killed.
أنا متأكد جدا.
Oh, please, you really surprised me there.
Hold that up.
Yeah! Come on! Kill him! Kill him! You will die here! Yeah! Get him! mine! Beste Schippe! Ich werde euch in den Augen rennen! Bewegt euch! Oder ich werde euch in den Augen rennen! You'll be dead soon! Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Halt mich fegen! Du wirst deine Strafe nicht entkommen! Zurück!
Bad. Don't let him get away! He won't get away that easily. Parie qu'il nous observe en ce moment. He's over there!
Einer, lass ihn nicht entkommen! Ja! Bin die Rache Gottes! Ja! Ja!
You won't get away from me! This shouldn't be too hard! You'll be dead soon!
Mourir!
Be ashamed!
Bin die Rache Gottes!
I'm far better than you'll ever be! This will not be difficult!
You can create diversions with dead bodies. Soldiers will leave their posts to investigate.
Your life! I can't find man! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun burada? Bu tarafta! Kaybetmeyin onu! Geber kafir! Gel buraya! Nasıl kaybettik onu? İşte kaçıyor! Durdurun! Durdurun You will not get away from me! Seni gözüm kapalı bile yenerim.
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال كافر ملعون سوف تموت هنا
Gebel Kafir! Get him!
Mercy on your soul.
You wish to die? So be it. Get away from me!
Already go. You cannot
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Geber kafir! Il n'a pas pu quitter la ville, alors restez aux aguets. I know you're somewhere. Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez. Move.
Come no further. Hold a moment. It's words I bring, not steel.
Offering terms of surrender then? It's about time.
You misunderstand. It's Al-Mualim who sends me, not Salah ad-Din.
Assassin! What is the meaning of this? And be quick with it!
You've a traitor in your midst.
And he has hired you to kill me? Come to gloat about it before you strike? I won't be taken so easily!
It's not you I've come to kill. It's him.
Speak then! That I may judge the truth! Who is this traitor?
Robert de Sable.
My lieutenant!
He aims to betray.
That's not the way he tells it. He seeks revenge against your people for the havoc you've wrought in Acre. And I am inclined to support him. Some of my best men were murdered by some of yours.
It was I who killed them, and for good reason. Hear me out. William of Montferrat. He sought to use his soldiers to take Acre by force. Gagné de Naplouse. He would use his skills to indoctrinate and control any who resisted. Sabran. He intended to block the ports, preventing your kingdom from providing aid. They betrayed you, and they took their orders from Robert.
You expect me to believe this outlandish tale?
You knew these men, better than I. Are you truly surprised to learn of their ill intentions?
Is this true?
My liege, it is an assassin that stands before us. These creatures are masters of manipulation. Of course it isn't true.
I've no reason to deceive.
Oh, but you do. You're afraid of what will happen to your little fortress. Can it withstand the combined might of the Saracen and the Crusader army?
My concern is for the people of the Holy Land. If I must sacrifice myself for there to be peace, so be it.
This is a strange place we find ourselves in. Each of you accusing the other.
There really is no time for this. I must be off to meet with Saladin and enlist his aid. The longer we delay, the harder this will become.
Hold a moment, Robert.
Why? What do you intend? Surely you do not believe him?
It is a difficult decision, one I cannot make alone. I must leave it in the hands of one wiser than I.
Thank you.
No, Robert, not you.
Then who?
The Lord. Let this be decided by combat. Surely God will side with the one whose cause is righteous.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
So be it. To arms, assassin!
When you are exposed, throwing soldiers from roof.
le Seigneur me donner la force dont j'ai besoin.
Tu me fais perdre mon temps. Tu veux mourir? Ouais.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock.
Le Seigneur m'a donné la force dont j'ai besoin.
It's done then. Your schemes, like you, are put to rest.
You know nothing of schemes. You're but a puppet. He betrayed you, boy. Just as he betrayed me.
Speak sense, Templar. Or not at all.
9 men he sent you to kill, yes? The 9 who guarded the treasure's secret.
What of it?
It wasn't 9 who found the treasure, assassin. Not 9, but 10.
A 10th? None may live who carry the secret. Give me his name.
Oh, but you know him well. And I doubt very much you'd take his life as willingly as you've taken mine.
Who?
It is your master, Al-Mualim.
But he is not a Templar.
Did you never wonder how it is he knew so much? Where to find us, how many we numbered, what we aspired to attain.
He is the master of the assassins.
We, master of lies. You and I just two more pawns in his grand game. And now, with my death, only you remain. Do you think he'll let you live, knowing what you do?
I've no interest in the treasure.
Ah, but he does. The only difference between your master and I is that he did not want to share. Ironic, isn't it? That I, your greatest enemy, kept you safe from harm. But now you've taken my life, and in the process, ended your own.
Well fought, assassin. It seems God favors your cause this day.
God had nothing to do with it. I was the better fighter.
Ah, you may not believe in him, but it seems he believes in you. Before you go, I have a question.
Ask it then.
Why? Why travel all this way? Risk your life 1,000 times, all to kill a single man.
He threatened my brothers and what we stand for.
Ah, vengeance then?
No, not vengeance. Justice, that there might be peace.
This is what you fight for? Peace? Do you see the contradiction?
Some men cannot be reasoned with.
Like that madman, Saladin.
I think he'd like to see an end to this war as much as you.
So I've heard, but never seen.
Even if he doesn't say it, it's what the people want. Saracen and Crusader alike.
The people know not what they want. It's why they turn to men like us.
Then it falls to men like you to do what is right.
Nonsense. We come into the world kicking and screaming, violent and unstable. It is what we are. We cannot help ourselves.
No. We are what we choose to be.
You're kind. Always playing with words.
I speak the truth. There's no trick to be found here.
We'll know soon enough. But I fear you cannot have what you desire this day. Even now, that heathen Saladin cuts through my men and I must attend to them. But perhaps, having seen how vulnerable he is, he will reconsider his actions. Yes, in time, what you seek may be possible.
You were no more secure than him. Do not forget that. The men you left behind to rule in your stead did not intend to serve you for longer than they had.
Yes. I am well aware.
Then I'll take my leave. My master and I have much to discuss. It seems that even he is not without fault.
He is only human, as are we all. You as well.
Safety and peace be upon you.
I said get up, goddammit! Listen!
Oh no.
Seems your assassin friends found us.
What?
How'd you do it, Desmond?
Hey, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever's going on down there has got nothing to do with me.